When you go on this spiritual journey, there's a contrast, there's polarity, there's duality. You can see and feel and know the difference. And that is beautiful. So many people in this world are trying to put on disguises and masks. But when you go on this journey, you realize that being authentic is the only way. You are number one, the most important human being on planet Earth, and the most important soul in the multiverse. So, today we're going to dive into 5 signs that you're going through a spiritual awakening, and more importantly, 3 common traps. And you want to make sure you hang around till the end, because the 3rd trap is probably not what you expect. And it's so important because it gets so many people. So beautiful, soul. These 5 signs. I guarantee if you're on a spiritual awakening that you will be experiencing all of them and more. But these 5 signs are important. Number 1, when you go on this spiritual journey, you start to realize, you start to see, you start to feel the polarity in the environment. When you're on a low frequency, everything kind of seems the same, and your frequency is low, so you sort of connect with all of the things on this low vibrational frequency. And as you start to raise your energy levels and expand, you start to see the polarity in the range of frequency. You see the polarity and the duality in all different environments. You see hot, you see cold, you see light, you see dark, you see in, you see out, you see happy, you see sad. You see all of these different spectrums, and you get to see and feel and experience both ends. And there is huge contrast. And this contrast enables you to make good choices, better choices, choices that point you in the right direction. When there's no contrast, when there's no polarity, it's hard to get your bearings. But when you start to go onto this higher vibrational frequency band, and you start to see all of the things that you were into before that might have been a little bit negative, or they might have been a little bit lower frequency, people's behaviors that you used to be able to put up with and handle and be in the same space of, you can no longer be around them because you feel that frequency shift. There's a contrast, there's polarity, there's duality. You can see and feel and know the difference. And that is beautiful, because the pendulum swings out from the 0 point, and each time it swings back into the 0 point, it stays there for a while and forgets what it's like outside of the 0 point. So it has to swing into light, it has to swing into dark to get the contrast to realize where it wants to be. And that is walking that middle road in alignment, in balance. Number 2, when you go on your spiritual journey, you start looking in here. You stop looking externally for all the answers, because you realize that all of the answers lie within you. Even good books that you used to get answers from before, they just don't seem to cut the mustard anymore. People that you used to go to for advice, you don't need them anymore. You take a deep dive into the labyrinth of your own cosmic heart, and you realize there is so much magic, there is so much wisdom. And when you enter your heart and you become still, you start to mine the gold from your internal workings. And this is massive. The whole world is designed and created to keep us looking outside of ourselves. But when we take that internal journey, it's a whole different process. We don't become dependent on anyone. We rely just on ourselves. And that in itself is massively empowering. So taking that deep inward journey into the labyrinth of your heart, the journey of the brave, the journey of the fearless, is beautiful. Trust it. Even if it seems a little bit crazy, chaotic, and strange at times, trust the process. Number 3, your values change. And one of those values is often honesty. You can never even tell a little white lie anymore. So many people in this world are trying to put on disguises and masks. But when you go on this journey, you realize that being authentic is the only way. Extreme authenticity, maximum authenticity, being authentic unapologetically, knowing that you are divine, that you are radically unique, and it's your uniqueness that the world is craving. The world doesn't want you to be like anyone else. The world wants you. It's why you came here. You didn't come here to be like everyone else. You came here to be unique, to be different, and to offer something sovereign to the planet. Your talents, your gifts, the wonders, the magic that you carry in your own crystalline template. You become honest. You can't put up with any dishonesty anymore. Anyone that's being unauthentic in their own nature, it's very difficult to be around. You can accept them for being the way they are, but it doesn't mean you're going to stay in their environment, stay in their space and ride that wave. You're going to start hanging around with people that are unapologetically authentic. You're going to start hanging around people that are unfuckwithable, unshakable, that don't give a flying you know what, that stand in their power and speak their truth and hold the line when it comes to the mission. They live from love. They live from truth. They live like little kids in joy, amazement, and wonder. They're authentic. Number 4, you have a deeper sense of emotional well-being. You realize that your frequency is everything. Your frequency is your number 1 commodity, and you will not sacrifice it for anyone. It doesn't matter whether it's a husband, a wife, a son, a daughter, a mother, a father, a best friend, a work colleague, a business partner. You are not gonna sacrifice your values because your energy is number 1. And you know that not everyone can fly at your frequency. Not everyone can take a seat at your table. So you've got to let some people go. You're like a hot air balloon with sandbags attached to rope. Some of those sandbags you can lift into the basket and they'll fly with you. Some of them just won't get it. You can't allow them to stay attached to your basket, otherwise you're not going to get off the ground. You're not going to fly high enough. So you've got to realize that not everyone can fly at your frequency. Your emotional well-being is extremely important. Your frequency is everything. So you get a big knife and you cut those ropes and you let those sandbags fall. You don't feel guilty. You don't feel anything but just gratitude for the time you spent with them and the journey ahead. That's the difference between a Jedi and a slave. And you, my friend, are a Jedi. Every 13,000 years, there's an awakening of the Jedi on planet Earth, and we're going through that time space right now. We're riding that Jedi timeline. Here on Earth, there are so many of us waking up with our lightsabers, ready for heart consciousness battle. The question is, are you? Look after yourself. Be connected. Know that your emotional well-being is so important, and you should never put any other human being before yourself. You are number 1, the most important human being on planet Earth, and the most important soul in the multiverse. Number 5, when you go on this spiritual journey, when you take that deep inward dive, you start to really, truly understand the interconnectedness of all things. You look into the eyes of another human being and you see your own soul. You realize that everyone is interconnected at such a deep level, all sentient beings. We're all walking, moving through time and space with Merkaba fields around us. You got trees, flowers and plants emanating from the ground with Merkaba fields around them. Everything is connected by frequency, energy. Nothing is separate. And when you start to realize this, you realize that it's really important to treat everyone else the way that you want to be treated, because everything you put out into the universe is going to come back to you. We are one. Unity is the key. One love, one heart, one consciousness, one frequency band, one geometrical tapestry that looks separate from the space in between us all. But actually that space is rich and bountiful and full of mathematics. And when you go on this journey and you start meditating and you start going to places beyond the veil, you feel this and see this and know this at such a deep level, there is no going back. So what are the 3 traps? Number 1, spiritual ego. It tips in when a lot of people go on this journey and they think that they're better than this other person. They think that they're good and other people are evil, that they're light and other people are dark. It's dangerous. We all have dark and light inside of us. We are all dark and light. Dark and light came from the original source code. Okay, it's just tipped into different ranges of frequency on the same frequency band, the same spectrum, just different ends of the scale, and everything else in between is a diluted version of one end or the other. Nothing is separate. We are all unified. Don't start thinking that you're better than someone else. Don't start thinking that you're good and everyone else is evil. Okay, don't let your ego get involved. Stay in your heart. You see it everywhere in this spiritual community. Ego is massive. Ego is rife. It's why we've always wanted to share everything with Star Magic. We share all the best tools, all the best recipes for multidimensional travel, for ascension, for activating your Kundalini, your right brain, your Merkaba field, for turbocharging your frequency and being the most formidable version of yourself you can be. We share these tools left, right, and center. Other people keep them cloaked and hidden. They think that it's theirs. It's bullshit. Everything is there. Everything is available. We all package it in different ways, and that's what enables us to put our unique spin on it. But at the same time, we share it. You got to share this stuff. Sometimes we share it for free. Sometimes we charge for it, because we're living in a world right now where money is a part of our process. At some point, it's going to disappear, and there'll be other forms of exchange, energetic exchange. But right now, share your stuff. Whether you charge people for it or you give it away for free, I suggest the combination is best. But get out there and share your stuff, and don't keep it boxed and hidden. Like a lot of these jungle tribes, they keep their sacred medicine, the ideas and the philosophies and the knowledge to themselves. Get out there and share it. Know that you are everything, and you're not better or worse than anyone else. You're dark, you're light, you're up, you're down, you're in, you're out. You're everything and nothing all at the same time. Trap number 2, identifying as a spiritual person or identifying as some extraterrestrial. The idea is that we come out of duality. We come out of this 3rd dimensional space. We start raising our frequency bands. We go through the 4th dimensional gateway into the 5th dimension, and we carry on climbing, which isn't really a climb, it's an inward deep journey. But as we go through this process, what we don't want to do is to pull ourselves out from one box and jump into another. And you see so many people doing that. I'm a spiritual person. I'm an extraterrestrial from this planet. It's all bullshit. Okay, we all came from the original source code. We came with different templates from the original source code. However, this original energy that created all of us is the universal substance that's alive, consciousness. It's what we all are. Yet we want to go and stick ourselves into another box and call ourselves a Sirian or an Arcturian or a spiritual person. You're a human being. Your consciousness having a multi-dimensional experience, and the human part of you is just a slither. There's so many other elements of you playing out there in the quantum field. You're a quantum renegade, a Jedi, sovereign soldier, an alchemist, an architect, a wizard, a white witch. You're everything and nothing. You're planets and stars and suns and moons and galaxies and universes and multiverses. Why would you want to box yourself up and call you a spiritual person or identify with something else? Be free, be sovereign, be love, beautiful soul. The 3rd trap is the worst one of all. It's all love and light. So many people want to bounce around in this all love and light program. Unfortunately, it's not all love and light. And anyway, if it was all love and light, we'd get a little bit bored. There are so many people that don't know how to read the timelines, and they see people doing work on a multi-dimensional level, playing around in the light, playing around in the darkness, and they think that they must be the devil. They must be this, they must be that. We've all had experiences in all these different timelines, on all of these different frequency bands. We've all danced in the darkness, we've all danced in the light. Right here now on planet Earth, we're dancing in both. And the trick, the key to alchemizing it all is to bring alignment into the mix, to walk the middle way, to master dark and light and become a Jedi. You see, the force is open to us all. Whether you use it for good or not so good is entirely up to you. But you can pull energy and frequency from both parts of the cauldron. You can pull frequency from the entire soup. And there are so many ingredients in this soup. Why would you want to neglect some and move towards others? All of these people that walk around wanting to be rainbow loving, hugging, hippie souls with great big open hearts, that don't want to do any of the shadow work, that don't want to do any of the cleaning on a human level, on a higher self level, on a soul level, on an oversoul level, on a multi-dimensional level, all the way out through the ocean of consciousness. Those people that just want to be love and light and don't want to get dirty, they're never going to go through the ascension process. They're going to get left in the dirt. You got to do the work, and the shadow work is a big part of it. It doesn't mean that we have to walk around being angry, walk around being hateful. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about diving into your shadows, diving into those pieces and parts of you that are playing out interdimensionally. Shadow elements in your physical body, external from your physical body. Understand them, understand them, and alchemize them, and bring them into the mix so you can harness their power and use it for the right reasons to do good on this planet. But if you want to do good and stay in love all the time, it's not going to happen. There's too much work to do. So many people think this ascension journey will be over in a few years. We're just getting started, brother or sister. We're just getting started. We're right at the start of this journey. We got a long way to go. That doesn't mean that you should be depressed about that or anxious about that or pissed off about that. That just means that we got a little way to go and it's going to be fun. It's going to be an eventful, kaleidoscopic journey. So roll up your sleeves, get dirty, open your heart, stay fit, stay healthy, do your breath work, do your intermittent fasting, get early nights, make love with your beloved, have fun, enjoy the process, stay in joy, and every now and again, get dirty on the spiritual battlefield and know that you're a Jedi Knight that's got it. Locked and loaded, easy peasy, it's a walk in the park. You're multi-dimensional and you can tap into all those multi-dimensional aspects of you 24/7, 365. You can summons and command so much energy right now and be that galactic badass warrior that you are. It's why you came to Earth, beautiful soul. Wherever you are on this earth, beautiful soul, go out and love your sisters fiercely and ferociously. Hug them tightly and never, ever, ever be the first to let go. It's the golden rule of hugging. Never, ever, ever be the first to let go. Remember to check out our website, starmagichealing.org. We got some of the best ascension tools on earth. Hundreds of guided meditations, light language transmissions, cosmic yoga videos, high frequency nutrition, mystery school teachings, private groups so you can connect with beautiful souls just like you on this same ascension journey. We got everything you need to raise your energy levels and be your very best version. So go and check it out at starmagichealing.org right now. Love yourself. Be the jester, be the joker, be the fool. Have a little bit of fun. Make up this game of life by your own rules. And don't take it so seriously, man. Be crazy, be wild, dance, smile, love this human experience. And I'll see you again real soon. Sending you so much love from Amsterdam. One love, one heart, one human family. Peace out, beautiful soul.